What's going on, everybody? This is your boy Tony Hadnight, aka the Nocturnist of Different Mind Designs, and today I'm gonna talk to you about how to pull off the dopest photo shoot ever. Stay tuned. Hey, what's up, everybody? This is your boy Tony Hadnight, the Nocturnist of Different Mind Designs, and I always get a lot of questions about what it takes to do like a dope photo shoot, right? I'm not talking about in terms of camera settings and lighting and quality and things of that nature, but like how do you get like really great photos? So I just wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about my take on how I get the photos that I get. And what I do is I go by my little list of principles that I like to call the 5 C's of getting dope portrait photography, okay? So what that means is it's kind of like a list of little words that I use to kind of go with the flow of the portrait session, okay? So like if you're a new portrait photographer and you're having to deal with people, there's a lot of times where you start to feel real nervous. You're kind of unsure of what to do. You don't know how to pose them. You don't know how to talk to them and things of that nature. My goal as a portrait photographer is basically to create a dope experience. So, ultimately the results do matter in the end, but you have to be able to give them that experience in order to get those results. What I like to do is just basically to kind of really push confidence more than anything, which is a part of today's video. I like to try to push confidence and I like to have fun. That's really the whole gist of it. If I can get the client to feel loose by cracking corny jokes or just making them laugh, making them smile, just make them feel good, they're gonna be more inclined to feel more natural in front of the camera, leaving more natural and beautiful results. So with all that being said, let's go ahead and get to the 5 C's. So the first C is confidence. Now, confidence is definitely something that you have to have within yourself as a photographer, but you also have to be able to instill confidence in them. The reason that you need confidence, first and foremost, is to build trust between each other. So like as a photographer, if I'm feeling very confident, the client is gonna be more likely inclined to put more trust in me because they feel that I know what I'm actually doing. And with them knowing that I know what I'm doing, then in return, they feel confident within themselves. So that's basically first and foremost. You definitely want to make sure that you try to be confident. Exude confidence and instill confidence, and like you'll be good to go right off the bat, okay? So the second C is canvas. And I'm not talking about like, a print or something that you paint on. I'm talking about canvas in the sense of learning about your client. Now, this is something that you should be doing from the initial contact before the shoot even starts, but even during the shoot, just take some time to make a little small talk. Canvas that client. Ask them questions. Ask them where they're from. Ask them what they're into, Ask them questions like, are you comfortable in front of the camera? These things do matter because now you kind of get a chance to get to know them a little bit and you can kind of know what you need to do in the, throughout the process of the shoot. So you definitely want to canvas them, okay? The third C is communicate. You cannot be a photographer and not communicate with your client, okay? The entire time you need to be communicating with them. Now, if you're dealing with somebody who's a little bit more comfortable in front of the camera, then 9 times out of 10, you may not necessarily have to give direction, but it's always good to just kind of talk. Tell them that they're doing good. Tell them that they're doing great, or, if there's something that may look a little off, make those little adjustments while you're doing the shoot. Just make sure that you're not quiet. One thing that kills a photo shoot is absolute silence. So if you're not one who likes to be talkative and all that good stuff, then maybe this isn't the thing, because when you're dealing with people, you have to be able to bring that out of them by communicating with them. And look, I'm not the most extroverted person in the world. I'm actually more reserved than what I seem to be. But I know that once I'm out there on that shoot, I gotta do what I gotta do to be able to get great shots, okay? So yeah, just, communicate and talk with them and keep them feeling real good, keep them feeling real comfortable. That way you can get great shots, okay? So the fourth C, which is compliment. One thing that you never really want to do as a portrait photographer while you're on the set with a client is to say or do anything that has any sort of negative connotation to it. So, you know, if a pose does look off, I wouldn't say something to the extent of that looks bad or that doesn't look good. Say things more like, hey, let's try doing this, or hey, let's try doing that. I think that pose is good, but maybe we can make an adjustment here and there. So, you know, and then throughout the process, remember, a lot of these folks that you're dealing with, if you're not dealing with like a celebrity or a model, you're dealing with the everyday person, they're not always gonna be 100% comfortable. So tell them, hey, look, you're doing an amazing job. I'm trying to capture your essence. I'm trying to capture your energy. So let them know that they're doing a great job. So always be sure to compliment. And then last but not least, all of the prior scenes before this one all kind of come into this last one, and that is chemistry. Once you build chemistry with that client, your subject, your model, or whoever, I'm telling you, man, it's really gonna set it off. I'm telling you, you're gonna get like very beautiful, very natural looking photos, because once you create chemistry, that person is 100% comfortable with you. That person 9 times out of 10 feels very confident with you, and all of the, you know, all the great things that goes into what's a great photo shoot. So, you know, at the end of the day, you definitely want to build that chemistry. Again, just remember, confidence, canvas, communication, compliment, and chemistry. Those are the 5 C's necessary, at least for what I like to do as a portrait photographer. Hopefully it can help you too. You know, one of my biggest goals when doing a shoot is to capture that individual's energy. I want to capture that person's essence. So, you know, those little factors do kind of play into that, bringing that out of that person, and, you know, resulting in like really dope, real natural, real beautiful photos, because, you know, you had a great experience with them, or they had a great experience with you, whatever you want to call it. Man, hopefully that has helped you. If you like this video, please like it. You know, if you have anything that you want to contribute or input, or anything that you may not necessarily agree with or whatever, you know, hey, leave it in the comments. Just play fair. And yeah, man, I do appreciate it. So with that being said, I am Tony Hadnight, aka The Nocturnist. You can find me on Instagram at Different Mind Designs. And until next time, peace.